get started. All right. Well, welcome to Overtime, the podcast. This one's a little bit different. As you can see, we're not in the studio. We're out here live.
Praka, live. I have to be careful with what I say.
Well, not really. We're not live streaming, but this is the Wandering Owls Watch Fair in Perth, and the turnout is insane. Like,
it's nuts. I literally wasn't sure how many people would turn up. There's, 200 people in the room, maybe?
it's crazy, and it's only just started. So,
Literally just started.
yeah.
That probably will clear out later. We'll be sitting here by ourselves.
But until then, we're going to have lots of fun. We've been introducing, I guess, the podcast to people. We've also been talking with other watch enthusiasts as well, and it's been such a good time, honestly.
And what did you decide to wear today?
Look, I decided to wear my ZLTD, which I really, I just love.
How could you not?
I just loved.
Yeah, he puts that on just to make me jealous, I think.
And yourself?
I'm wearing a very special watch. It's called an Nivada.
Oh.
It's a production prototype, which may unfortunately never go into production, but I met such a lovely brand creator that I've become friends with him from over in Latin America, and he was nice enough to send me this. Even if it never gets produced, I get this amazing watch to now have in my collection.
And this is why watches are so special. It's not just about the watch. It's all about the story.
It's all about the stories. I can't believe how much it is about the stories.
And this is exactly why we do this. And this is exactly why I started doing this, is to be able to chat with and connect with people about watches. So look, I won't elaborate too much more today. So right now, all I'm going to do is we'll wrap this little section up. And from now on, what this is going to be, this episode is going to be a live supercut of various people, hopefully coming down and having a quick chat and saying, hey, this is me, this is my watch, and this is my favorite watch brand. So yeah.
And if they choose not to do that, then just pretend that I'm somebody different every time I sit down.
It is hard trying to get people in front of the camera. I'm not going to lie. However, look, it is going to be an audio format, as always, or Overtime has always been the bit, audio first kind of thing. But we're going to venture into video as well today.
Definitely. And I'm going to try and do some video capturing as well and get Praka to help me talk over the top of a video for my YouTube channel, Watching
Sounds
James.
good. Watching James. That's it. All right. Well, I'm going to wrap this up here, and we'll be back soon.
Cool. I'm going to look at some watches.
All right. Well,
hey, mate. How are you?
Well, thanks. How are you?
Yeah, good, thanks. Thanks for having me on.
Well, you're welcome. Thank you so much for, swinging past the booth.
Yeah.
So I've got Truth here. How are you enjoying your show?
Mate, this is my first time, as I was saying, to watch fair or watch show, and I'm loving every single moment of it. All these little microbrands, just even like, wrist spotting as well, going through and seeing what other people are wearing. It's so cool.
It's honestly mind blowing how good the atmosphere is here, and it's nuts. So look, as I did in the intro of this kind of episode for this fair, is I've got two simple questions to ask you. So first of all, what's on your wrist?
So I'm wearing a Grand Seiko, an SPGA 413, the Shunbun dial. I think, that's coming up pretty well on the monitor. Yeah, I bought this thing December of 2021 after I got into med school. So I'd been saving up for absolutely ages, really trying to figure out what I wanted. And this was US exclusive at the time.
Yeah.
So I ended up emailing a dealer in the US and basically just saying, hey, look, here's the story. I really want this. Can I please get it? And they said, yeah, okay, cool, send it to you. So I bought this thing blind, right? Having never tried it on, having never, actually seen it, barring the photo. Got it. I opened the case box, saw the dial and went, yeah, that's it. Like, this is the best watch purchase that I'm ever going to make. And it's almost never left my wrist.
Such a beautiful watch.
Yeah.
So, well, congratulations.
Thank you.
And to be honest, I think that's a lot of microbrand and independent watch experiences too, because you see it, you buy it sight unseen because they're from, and you're putting that trust. Grand Seiko isn't that. However, you're still having that same sort of experience. So fantastic. Thank you so much for telling me what's on your wrist. Now I'm going to ask you one more question before I let you go. What is your favorite watch brand?
Jeez, I don't want to be like all mainstream and stuff.
Do whatever you want to do. It's all good.
No, honestly, I'd probably say that my favorite watch brand has got to be Lang. There's just something about the way they do simplicity so well. That Saxonia Ultra Thin has got to be my favorite watch, just kicking about. And it's been around for 20 odd years or something. Yeah. I keep seeing it around, man, and I can't. I keep going, okay, maybe one day. But
one day. What an epic watch. So
yeah,
awesome.
It's a big hitter.
Yeah, definitely. What an epic brand as well. So Langa and sauna. I love it. I absolutely love it. So awesome. Well, thank you so much.
Thanks for having me on, mate. Yeah,
Cheers.
appreciate it.
Good on. Thank you. Cheers. All right. So we've got another fan here sitting down here at the Wandering Hours Watch Fair right here in Perth. It's been a great event. So lucky to have someone else sit down and have a chat with me here today as well. So please introduce yourself and tell me what's on your wrist, mate.
My name is Calvin. I've got on my wrist the Studio Underdog and Fierce collab where they, I think, came up with the Mimosa. It was, I think, a collab that they did last year.
That's awesome. You want to just pick it up and show it to the camera if you'd like?
I can take it off.
Yeah, you don't have to do that. It's all good.
Okay.
But yeah, there you go. Some there. I love that one. Yeah, you can step out just a touch. There we go. Amazing. Such a beautiful doll. So I noticed that you had a bag in your hand as well.
Yes.
You actually bought another watch today.
Yeah,
What'd you buy?
Against my wishes, not really. Against my judgment.
Your better judgment.
My better judgment, yeah. I bought a Studio Underdog burnt pepperoni with the collab between Studio Underdog and Time and Tide, I think.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's fantastic. I mean, this is, we've obviously this fair, we've got Time and Tide, we've got WatchPoint, Watch Only. So it's so cool to be able to check out all these different watch brands here. Now, I've heard about what's on your wrist, but I'm going to ask you another question, a hard one maybe. What is your favorite watch brand?
At the moment, it's probably my ground watch at the moment, but there's a Gerard Perregaux.
Oh, nice.
There's the L'Oreal 250 is currently my dream watch that I'm hoping to one day get.
Lovely. They're classics. I feel like GP is super underrated.
Very underrated, I agree.
Especially their neo vintage stuff.
Yeah.
It's super underrated.
I think people don't appreciate.
Yeah.
Everyone sees Rolex and everything like that, and that's what they think. But I think GP is super underrated.
There's definitely more than Rolex out here, especially in a day like this when you come in and you can see all these independent watch brands and all these micro brands as well. So thank you so much. We really appreciate your time.
Cheers.
And cheers. Have a good one.
Oh, cheers. Thank you.
Alrighty. Well, we've got another enthusiast here sitting down and have a chat with us, but he's more than an enthusiast, aren't you? So how you going?
Yeah, I'm very well. Thank you. And yourself?
Good, thank you. And today, the question I'm asking everyone is, what's on your wrist?
What's on my wrist? I've got a vintage chronograph at the moment. So it's a Enica Chapograph chronograph from 1968.
Amazing.
This one's got a Valjoux 72 movement, which is the very high-hand sort of movement back in the day.
Yeah, yep.
And I really enjoy it. So
beautiful.
It's a beautiful watch. So I've restored that one.
Yeah.
Because it was not in dust condition when I got it. So
you said you restore watches. So you're a watchmaker yourself, aren't you?
I'm a watchmaker, yes.
Yep. And you make your own watches as well?
Well, basically no, because we run a business. It's more like servicing and repair of watches and clocks as well. But I also have my own project. So I'm making a watch from scratch.
Nice.
As well.
Beautiful.
It's a pocket watch.
Beautiful.
Yes.
Beautiful. We will definitely circle back on that one. And this is something that I'm sure my audience will be interested in, and I'm very interested in. So I'm going to get you on the podcast in the future so we can have you on. But before I let you go today, what is your favorite watch brand?
I don't really have any favorite, really. I mean, I like to work on any sort of watches.
Sure.
Good quality watches, of course.
Yeah.
But there is a lot of brands out there that I can't pick the one that I like. I like them all. I mean,
sure.
For me, there's of course there's differences in qualities and and history is quite important. But basically, I like to work on all mechanical watches.
It's good. I mean, a vintage beater like that, I can definitely see why. Awesome. Well, thank you so much for your time.
Yeah.
Hope you're enjoying the show. It's quite the turnout today. So
it was. It's good. Yeah,
it's amazing. So thank you so much.
No worries. Thanks very much for having me.
Cheers. Thank you. All right, here we go. Another fan, another enthusiast here today at the Wandering Hours Watch Fair. So, Andrew, thank you so much for sitting down and having a brief chat with me. So, I'm going to start off with what's on your wrist.
My pleasure. Thanks for having me. MB&F Mad 1 Green. I was one of the unlucky ones for three lotteries, I think.
Yeah.
Anyway, just failed, and then I got the email one morning up at work and said, "Hey, you failed 3 times. You can buy the special edition one." And so it's the Lucky Clover special edition, which just makes it even that much more special to me.
It's such a beautiful watch. I mean, if you want to chuck it up, try and get a bit closer to the camera, you can have a look. There we go. Such a beautiful watch. So amazing. Thank you so much for sharing.
Yeah,
now, before I let you go, I'm going to ask you one more thing.
Sure.
What is your favorite watch brand and why?
Ooh, favorite watch brands? I'm gonna probably have to go Langa.
Like,
Well, absolutely, absolutely legendary. It's funny I say longer, but I don't actually have any German brands right now in my collection.
Yeah.
I think I'm just going to shoot for the stars, keep on saving, and just go for that legendary craftsmanship.
Honestly, such beautiful watches. And you're actually the second person to say Lange today, which is amazing. I did not expect that.
Wow.
But, if you are keen, there are a couple of German brands here as well. You got to check out. More tool, less dressy.
Yep.
But they're definitely out there as well. So thank you so much. Really appreciate your time here. And I hope you enjoyed the rest of the fair.
Thank you so much. I'm really excited for the dinner. It's a fantastic event. And I really hope that we keep on doing it year after year. It's a great collector community here in Perth. So want to support it as much as we can.
Definitely. Yeah. Honestly, Perth showed up today and it's awesome. My home city, to have all these people here. Come and check it out. And this thing, based on this turnout this year, it's going to happen again and again and again. So I'm hoping this just keeps growing. And we'll hope for the best.
Awesome. Thanks, Praka.
Cheers. Thank you. Here we go. We have another enthusiast here at the Wandering Hours Watch Fair. So how you going?
Yeah, good. And yourself?
Good, thanks. Please introduce yourself and please let me know what's on your wrist.
I'm Zach. I am a watchmaker by trade here in Western Australia. Today, my choice was a 1970s Bulliver Snorkel 666.
That's beautiful. I'm going to put this up to the camera while you chat.
Such a funny story to this one. That bezel, that watch, I got it without the bezel, basically, and I hunted for 5 years for it. It took until I got just purchasing just a bezel alone. So it was quite a good story and a beautiful patina for it. I'm quite happy to get it.
That's amazing. That's such a cool watch. I haven't seen that color on that snorkel before. It's gorgeous.
They came out in a blue, a red and a green. The red and the green are super rare. You never see them. But the blue is usually a lot more solid. Obviously, it's patinaed quite heavily over the years. And the second hand is actually all original.
Nice.
Still holding that fluorescent color.
I was going to say, it looks really good for its
insane,
age.
Isn't it?
Yeah, it's awesome. Well, now tell me, what's your favorite watch brand of all time?
Favorite watch brand of all time? That's such a hard ask.
It's a hard question.
As a watchmaker, it's very difficult to ask.
Yeah.
I mean, of course, Breguet, easy answer. It's more about the movements for me.
Yeah.
Like, I like some odd movements.
Okay.
One of the things I've always enjoyed.
Well, tell me your favorite movement then.
Well, yeah, man. It's hard questions. I really am into at the moment the Citizen Superjets movements.
Okay.
Which they're not a centrally mounted rotor, they're an orbiting rotor, which is really cool. But there's so many. I mean, Rolex 3135, you can't go past. That's what I refer to as Duplo for watchmakers. It's not even Lego, it's Duplo. They just go together. They're crazy good. The reason why Rolex works so well is those movements. 3135 is amazing. Can't go past it. The unsung heroes of the watchmaking world, the ones we see all the time, the 7750, 2892, 2824, we see them for a very good reason. They're fantastic. They work. They're workhorses. They're just wonderful movements. But, of course, there's some little unsung heroes out there. A lot of the older brands, Cyma.
Okay. Yes, you don't hear about them much often. Yeah.
Satina movement. Any of those Satina movements of the late 60s, 70s. They're just fantastically built.
It's always good to get a watchmaker's perspective on these things. I find with a lot of the enthusiast circles, at least nowadays, a lot of people that are getting into this hobby new, like me, myself, I'm really relatively new to this hobby compared to other people. Talking about, Seleta and ETA, and that's kind of what a lot of people know about.
Oh, man.
And it's interesting to hear about this.
That's a topic again.
Yeah.
I mean, Seleta, a lot of watchmakers seem to have problems with them. I don't. I think they're an accessible movement that went up against the big guys. The big guys realized they effed up, essentially, and had to start producing movements back to the brands again. But Seleta took it and ran with it. Yeah. And the quality issues that they might have had in the beginning, they're gone. I don't see those quality issues. The SW200, I think, that thing there, I think, quite often performs after service a bit better than an ETA.
ETA version. That's good to hear. And I think I'm going to need to hear more of this. I'm going to have to get really into this when we get you guys on the podcast. How's my pitch?
Yeah, pretty good. But the only thing you can fault on some of those Seletas might be the feel of the date chain when you're setting it. That's the only thing.
Yep.
And it's not even the grease can't help that. It's just the material. But really, there's not many problems with them. I find them to be just as good. I mean, you have some wear issues, but they're usually cheaper. They're in a more accessible watch. That's what I like.
Well, that's such a great perspective. I love that. So thank you so much for coming down and sitting down with us today.
No trouble.
And I'm hoping to get you on for the full format of the podcast one of these days.
Sure.
And yeah, it was great to meet you.
You too.
Thank you. Cheers. Thanks. We have another enthusiast come sit down here at the Wandering Hours Watch Fair. Thank you so much for coming down and having a brief chat with me today. So please introduce yourself and what's in your wrist.
Cool. All right. My name is Zach. Praka found me at a train station wearing a Laurier Neptune and just approached me. And then here I am getting back into watches like some sick drug addicts. So, yeah.
I'm so sorry to your missus and anyone else. But yes, I literally spotted him wearing this Laurier Neptune.
Neptune, yeah.
Off the acrylic, and I was like, oh, that's cool. You don't really see much of them often. And I just, why not? I just struck up a conversation and here we are today.
Yep. Very wholesome, very community.
Very wholesome, very community. That's what it's all about. So, yeah. What's in your wrist?
I have another wholesome watch. So this is my Seiko 5. So, yeah, pretty standard, but I love the blue.
Oh, yeah. Nice.
I think Long Island actually featured it. And I was like, yeah, that looks sick. So
that's dope.
I grabbed that and, wore it all honeymoon in France and Italy. And funny story, we hired a speedboat for the day and got stranded basically in Positano Harbour and had to be rescued by like the crew, the marine crew, and all the Italian boys were like, "Oh, what's on your wrist? Like, what's your watch?" And I just felt like an imposter because I couldn't even park the boat. Italian Navy watches on, and here I am, pretending.
Amazing, amazing, and that's the beautiful part, isn't it? Like, it doesn't matter what you got on, and that is such a sunny watch, but you've got that story attached to it as well.
Yeah, man,
amazing. So, what's your favorite watch, Brandon?
My favorite watch, and I think I've told you this before, is my great-grandfather's Seiko. I don't know the exact reference, but it's really nice silver dial, very clean, almost like Grand Seiko-esque in a way.
Yeah.
And that's my dress watch. That's my if I've got to make big moves in the office watch, that's the one I'm wearing.
Love it. I think if I recall, it was like a Lord Matic or something like that. Oh, yeah, beautiful. I love a Lord Matic. I've had plenty, but I have one which is very special in my collection as well. So I'm an absolute sucker for it. So thank you so much, Zach. I really appreciate your time today.
You too, man.
Leave it to it.
Yeah,
cheers.
Awesome event. Cheers.
Thank you. Alrighty, here we go. We have another enthusiast sitting down here at the Wandering Hours Watch Fair. It's been an awesome event, and I hope you've been having lots of fun.
Yeah, it's been awesome.
Please introduce yourself and what's on your wrists.
Hello, my name is Andy. I'm double wristing today, but I've taken them off to make it look better for the wonder of television. So first up, we have the Hanhart. Are we focusing here?
There we go.
There we go. Beautiful. Hanhart hand-wide chrono 42 mil. It's awesome watch.
Beautiful.
On a bun strap. Bun strap's kind of like Crocs with socks. So it's kind of not so cool, but super comfy. So we're liking that. And then on the other wrist, because I'm that sort of guy, we've got my CWC RN80 diver's watch. And it's focusing, beautiful. Yeah, which is a recreation of the first watch they did in 1980, only 600 pieces. And yeah, both awesome watches.
Fantastic. No, I like to see the, the bun strap. I don't know if I can pull it off, but I really love it on
We're going to try it on any second. Yeah,
sounds
definitely.
Good. Sounds good. Thank you for sitting down with me. And I've got to ask you, what is your favorite watch brand and why?
That's like trying to choose one of your children. I would say, look, Hanhart's pretty much up there at the moment.
Yep.
Always have been and always will be a Seiko guy as well. So don't make me choose one.
Yep. No, look, I think both great answers. I like it. Hanhart makes some beautiful stuff, and Seiko. Can't go wrong. Awesome. Well, hope you have a great time today. Thank you so much for sitting down and having a chat with me, and I'll chat soon.
Thank you.
Cheers.
Thanks, mate.
All right, here we go. Here we have another awesome fan enthusiast who's jumped in and to the Wandering Hours Watch Fair today. Please introduce yourself and what's on your wrist.
I'm Sehon. I'm local from here. I'm just having a look. Bought a Feynman lapis style.
That is such a gorgeous dial there. You can touch back a bit. There we go. Beautiful lapis lazuli dial. Amazing.
So I saw this one before coming in on Instagram, and just like I wanted a stone dial. Found this one very quickly. And was conflicted on getting the lapis one or the Aventurine.
Aventurine, yep.
But I chose the lapis one because of its uniqueness and I guess limited to what it is now.
Yeah.
So I think it's going to be a great choice. It's definitely going to be a nice dress watch.
It is such a unique watch. I mean, I'm gonna put it up on there again. So Feynman is a Singaporean based microbrand. great to see that they've, come into the show today and they've tempted you enough to buy this watch.
I was there for probably 20 minutes just looking at the two watches, and then finally pulled the trigger.
Amazing. And that's not the only watch you purchased today, actually. You purchased something else.
I bought this Baltic, the Baltic and
Hermetique. Time and Tide special edition.
Time and Tide.
I might chuck that on the thing as well. So the cool thing about this watch fair is you've got brands from Time and Tide, you've got brands from WatchPoint, you've got brands from Time Only. So it's amazing to see all these cool brands, and Baltic is such a winner, isn't it?
Oh, it is. They've just been releasing great watches after other great watches. Like, I was so tempted to get this one when they first released it, the non-collab one.
Yep.
But I think I didn't get it in time.
Yeah.
There was something wrong and I didn't end up getting it. And then this is actually number 4.
Okay.
So I've claimed this one for now, but I'm checking in which ones they have.
Okay.
But so far, number 4 is mine.
Awesome.
And it's going to be a nice part of my new collection.
Love it.
But I came in with this two-tone Explorer.
Nice. A classic.
And I also brought my vintage Explorer.
Lovely.
From 1998. I wanted to get a strap, but since I've got a couple watches, I might pass it as well.
That's all right. There's strap makers here as well. There's artisan straps here today.
They do have some nice straps.
Yeah, there's some beautiful
Like if I only picked up one watch, I probably would have had a strap as well.
And this is not an ad or anything. I have purchased myself multiple artisan straps, so they make some good stuff. Now tell me, I want to know, what's your favorite watch brand and why? It's a hard question.
It is, but I do lean a lot to JLC, their reversos.
Oh, yeah.
They're just so expensive at the moment. I can't really justify like 17 grand for one watch, and it's just time. And but I will. It is on my grail. I will have one.
One day. Lovely. What JLC is just, what do they call it? The watchmaker's favorite. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Your favorite watchmaker's watch or something. And it's just beautiful watches.
Just fell in love with the story and just the neat flipping part of it.
Yeah.
It's just a cool watch.
There is a Microbrand alternative to that, the Vario Versa. Now, I don't know if you've seen it.
I have.
It's definitely cool.
They're just releasing the automatic one.
Yeah.
Which is very tempting too, but I feel like they're just a bit too thick.
They are slight. I get that. Yeah, definitely. It's a different style, a different execution, but definitely an option out there as well.
If it was maybe like a mil or two smaller, it probably would have been.
All right, we'll let Ivan know. Maybe next time we'll get that.
But it is a cool watch.
It's definitely a cool watch too. Yeah, it's fantastic. Well, awesome. Well, thank you so much for sitting down. No worries at all. And I hope you enjoyed the rest of the show, and hope you get to listen to Overtime the podcast.
Yes,
very soon.
I'll be tuning in.
Thank you. Cheers.
Thank you.
All right. Yeah, we've got another enthusiast sitting down here at the Wandering Hours Watch Fair. So thank you so much for taking time to sit down. If you could please introduce yourself and let me know what's in your wrist.
Okay. Hello, and thank you. I follow you on. Okay. My name is Brian, and I've been into watches all of my working career. And at the moment, I'm wearing my my Aragon wing engineered concept.
Look at that one there.
It's a big boy. It's one of 500 made worldwide. It's a GMT. The top view looking down on Antarctica rotates. Yeah. And the GMT hand rotates around with the globe.
So if anyone missed that audio, basically you can the disc itself rotates around and shows the world, and it's you got the GMT as well.
Yeah, the GMT hand on that center disc. It's a great watch. It's huge, but I love it.
That's awesome. That's fantastic. Definitely a unique watch. Now tell me, what is your favorite watch brand?
It's got to be Seiko. I own nearly 30 Seikos of different era from 1974 right up until 2026.
Yeah.
Divers, dress, chronographs.
They are the ultimate
couple of grand Seikos.
Ultimate watch. Okay, let me tell you this then, because I love Seikos as well. What's your favorite Seiko?
At the moment, the one that I really, really love the most is my 1962 Mass in blue dial, blue ceramic bezel, 6R35, 7-hour power reserve. Solid, dependable, nice looking watch.
Beautiful watch.
Deep blue dial,
I love it. It. Definitely an underrated, I don't know. I don't think you can call Seiko underrated. However, I feel like, they don't quite get the respect sometimes that in the watch.
I hear you.
Awesome.
But, hey, look, they have shot themselves in the foot over the years with the new Seiko 5 rebranding. I really went off the Seiko 5s because of that, and the price increase didn't help. They double, triple in price. And but I have admittedly bought two of the Seiko 5s in the last couple of years, and one GMT and one the orange dial, which is a remake of an early Seiko 5.
Yeah, I recall that one. That's beautiful. Some of those reissues are fantastic.
Yeah, awesome. I love it. They got the 4R36 movement in them, so they've come up from the old 7S.
All reliable. They're not going to break on you.
Yeah, just touch wood. I've never had a Seiko breakdown on.
Exactly.
And my oldest one is 1974.
Yeah. I mean, people talk about accuracy, and that's one thing, but in terms of pure reliability, your watch is going to, it's going to take a, what do they call it? Take a licking and keep ticking. That's it.
You got it. Well, my 1974 was a 6169.
Yep.
Chronograph.
Nice. Classic.
52 years old. It's never been serviced. The back's never been off it. And when I pull it into rotation, it's still 2 seconds a day.
Love it. I love it.
Unbelievable watch. Lovely patina on the brown or the golden dial.
Nice.
My mates call it the golden panda.
Yeah, that's beautiful. I'm going to need to see photos of that. But again, thank you so much for coming on and having a brief chat with me. And I hope you had a great time in the fair.
Yeah, this is great. Like I said, I've still got to check out down that end now.
Yep.
And it's a great turnout. I'm impressed.
Yeah, so am I. Thank you so much. Thanks for your time.
Yeah, all the best. Cheers. Love talking to you, buddy.
Thanks, mate. Cheers. Of course, I had to chat to my buddy, Eddie. He's the man. He's an absolute man. You've heard him before on the podcast. He's one of the biggest supporters of the podcast and just a really good friend that I've made through this watch journey, whatever you want to call it. So thank you so much for sitting down and having a brief chat. Did you enjoy your time at Wandering Hours?
Yeah, it was great fun. Very solid turnout.
Yeah, amazing.
Which is awesome.
Cool to see. So what's in your wrist?
So today I am wearing my Angles Disc 1.
Nice.
So I think Praka, you also have one in your collection as well.
I do. Yeah, Disc 1 buddies. There's a funny story about this. Eddie's the one who got me into it. We ended up buying a 2-for-1, or not really 2-for-1, but we bought together at the same time. So yeah, brilliant. You got to tell me, what is your all-time favorite watch brand?
I think you probably have the same answer, Praka. Yeah. It's probably, it depends. You probably don't have an all-time favorite watch brand. But when you asked me the question, when you told me the question, 30 seconds ago, I thought, right now I really like what Otsuka Lowtech's doing. Really cool steampunky stuff. So I think probably Otsuka Lowtech right now is a cool brand on my radar.
Amazing stuff. I mean, I'm kind of inspired.
Exactly. Paul Mann's Otsuka Lowtech, right?
Yeah. Awesome. Well, thank you so much for sitting down. Thanks for helping out as well for the day and the event. It's been awesome. So thank you.
My pleasure.
Cheers. Thanks for coming and sit down with me and talk. In the Wandering Hours Watch Fair today. I'm going to let you introduce yourself and what's on your wrist.
Thank you, Praka. I'm Jason from Houtman Watches, Australia, Perth-based microbrand. Today I'm rocking a prototype of a watch we're hopefully releasing maybe late this year, early next year. Hand engraved dial. Yeah, so it's the hand engraved dial we had made. Bit of lacquer, bit of gold plating. You can see belt out.
Hands, belt. Oh yeah, of course. Yep. Representing Perth, Western Australia.
Yeah, man. Yep.
Love
so
it.
We'll see how we go. Maybe late this year.
Okay. Well, beautiful. So Jason, yes, like you mentioned, he is a Perth-based microbrand, WA, and it's amazing to see some awesome stuff that he's got going on there. Yeah, well done. And there's more coming. Before I sort of wrap up today, I've got to ask you, what is your favorite watch brand of all time?
Of all time, that's going to be a hard one.
What's your favorite watch brand for today?
At the moment, I've been getting a bit into the Yonjao. Since I saw them at Sprung in Singapore last year.
Nice.
Yeah, just a cool vibe. A lot of different dial variations.
Okay.
Just nice dudes too. So
great. Awesome. That's a different one. I haven't had that today, so I like it. Awesome. Well, thanks for your time, Jason, and all the best for Houtman, and we'll catch up soon.
Excellent, mate. Thanks for that.
Cheers.
Thank you.
Alrighty. Here I have not just an enthusiast that's in here, is a man that's representing a pretty awesome watch company, and I'm really, really stoked to have him here today, having a chat with us at the Wandering Hours Watch Fair. So please introduce yourself and what's on your wrist.
Yeah, of course. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Czar. I'm coming from Time and Tide Watches in Melbourne. What a wonderful day here in Perth. Reception's been great. Support's been great.
Yeah.
Overall, fantastic turnout.
It's been so good having you guys here representing Time and Tide, bringing all the amazing watches that you guys have into Perth. And it's such a treat to be able to see these watches live in Perth.
Yeah, no, people loved some of the brands we brought because some of them, we're the only ones in Australia, but for some of them, like Studio Underdog, Christopher Ward as well, we're the only ones who retail them in the world. So people loved looking at the Belcanto, just the whole range. It was great.
No, it's amazing. Yeah, it was such a treat.
Yeah.
What's on your wrist, mate?
Yes. So clocked off. So I've got my personal watch here.
Nice.
This is the Tudor Black Bay 54. Do I get close to the camera?
You can get close to the camera and show
There we are. That's it.
There we go. Oh, nice.
Yeah, so I've had this actually for quite a long time. But fun fact for you guys actually is that this tends to be a watch that's actually quite popular amongst people who work in the industry. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's, fantastic proportions, great brand heritage, good value. That tends to be it.
It's a bit of a, all-rounder. So lovely to see. Lovely to see.
Very vintage inspired.
That was awesome.
Yeah.
Before I let you go today, I've got to ask you, what is your favorite watch brand of all time?
I'm not saying this because I sell it, but Serica, definitely very, very high up there. I think not many brands can not put branding on their watches, right? And only go through design language, but Serica is one of the only ones who've been able to achieve that. No branding on the dial. You look at it and just do design language with their broad arrow hands, the way they do the cases, it's a Serica. Yeah. So, no, I think they've been very strong since they come out. They're putting out new models. Like recently, they put out a 35 mil field watch as well. I'm excited to see that. And No, it's stoked to see them.
I like it. I like how you sort of subtly, put a little sales spin on it. No, but honestly, they're great watches. I've had a Serica as well in the past. Beautiful watches. And you're right. Like, no branding, but you can tell it's a Serica when you look at it and pick it up. So
it's fantastic.
Awesome. It's been awesome having a little brief chat with you. I hope you're enjoying Perth, and we'll chat to you soon.
Cool. Thanks, guys.
Cheers. Alrighty. Last but not least, definitely, we have a very special person sitting here, and I had to wrap it up and I had to round it out with this. Matt, thank you so much. So Matt here is, I'm going to let Matt introduce himself before I do the whole spiel. But Matt, tell us who you are and what's on your wrists.
Yeah. So thank you for having me, Perth. I'm Matt. I'm the watch nerd with just a really bad sickness. I wear many hats. You might know me from HZ. You might know me from WatchPoint. And you also might know me from Time Only, retailer of German independence. And now you might know me from Wandering Hours Watch Fair here in Perth. So just love my watches. I've got the sickness. What can I say?
Just a little bit.
Yeah, just a little bit. But yeah, wearing today, I've got my HZ01. This one is very special to me because this was actually the very first HZ01 that ever existed, assembled at my desk in my bedroom.
Let's bring it up to the camera so you can have a look.
The watch that started it all.
The watch that started it all. There we go. In focus. Beautiful.
And I'm also representing one of my favorite brands and one of the favorite brands that I've got at WatchPoint, Formex. So I've got one of the Essence Carbons.
Oh, mate.
So very cool, very light. I'm all about my light watches. I've got my titanium, got my carbon.
It's on brand. Before, I want to ask you a couple of questions, but the most, first of all, congratulations for today. Like, today has been a absolute hit. Like, I knew it was going to do well, but I didn't realize how well it was going to be. Perth turned up today, didn't they?
Perth well and truly turned up. And without sort of putting us on the hook for next year, I'm going to do it. We can't wait to be back next year. Like, Perth has well and truly turned up and put themselves on the map for watch events. And we can't wait to be back bigger and better.
That's it. That's what I wanted to hear. See, I've got that hook, line, sinker, guys. You heard it here first. He's coming back. Wandering Hours Watch Fair. Honestly, it has been a blast. There's so many brands represented here, and it's been just awesome. So before I wrap up, I'm going to ask you, what's your favorite watch brand and why?
Favorite watch brand and why? Gosh, see, I could say HZ, but that might be a bit biased.
It's okay.
It's a bit of a cop out, but I'm going to have to say Seiko.
Hey, it's not a cop out.
It's not a cop out. It's a very cop. I wouldn't be here. I started by modding SKXs. That's what got me started. Tinkering with my Seiko 5s and 7S 26s is what actually kind of started and got me bit by the watch bug. So Seiko.
Yeah, Seiko's arguably one of my favorite brands as well of all time. So I'm completely with you there. So you know what? I kind of had an inkling that was going to be a favorite brand. So I love it. I love it. So again, thank you so much for not only joining me today to have a little brief sit down to cover this event, but also for bringing this to Perth. Like, honestly, it's a dream come true for me personally to have a watch event like this here in my hometown, but also, you know, just for everyone else here as well, who hopefully had an awesome time as much as I did.
Yeah, no, it was a fantastic day. Myself, the team, we loved it. Getting out in the community, speaking to watch people, it fills my cup. And yeah, no, and to throw it back, thank you for everything. Thank you for, you know, everything you've done through the podcast, through just our chats, getting me over here to Perth, getting us over here to Perth. This whole event and today would not have happened without everything you put in and without the support of the Overtime podcast as well. So
That's far too kind, but I appreciate your kind words. And we'll leave it there then.
Yeah, perfect.
Go a bit of a rest.
Yeah, let's just go have a rest.
Cheers, Matt.
Thanks, Praka.
Well, what a day.
What a huge day. I'm in this little spot of, that was fantastic, but I'm so glad it was only one day because I don't think I could do another one, but I loved it.
It was beyond my wildest expectations. I just couldn't, first, you know, it's the inaugural event, you know, first time we've had something, and the first time we've had something like this, period. Like, we've never had anything of this scale with independent microbrands just visiting and, you know, just having a full day where anyone can come along and check out these cool watches. And yeah, it was just incredible.
Just didn't know what was going to happen. We could have been all there by ourselves the entire day, but it was exact opposite of that. Everybody turned up. I feel like the entire state sort of turned up, which was quite nice. And what I really loved, one of my favorite parts about the whole day, because we just talked to people non-stop, and you were fantastic. You were on fire, mate. And I was just trying to keep up with you. But what I loved was there was people I spoke to today that had hundreds and hundreds of watches that had been collecting for 20 or 30 years. But then I also spoke to these people who had just bought their first watch. And I was like, wow, this is such a variety of watch people here. It was really nice. And it sort of felt like it didn't feel like a fair where it was like you weren't going to a shopping centre or something. We weren't there to buy a watch, or even though you were maybe, but it kind of felt very social and conversational, and let's learn stuff and share information and share this passion and look at watches.
And I think you got that bang on right. I felt like it was, you know, it was either a group of enthusiasts or people wanting to know more about watches, regardless of, you know, as if there was someone that I spoke to, I said, oh, so what's on your wrist? You know, I'm just trying to see what kind of, I said, no, I don't have anything on my wrist. I actually might buy a watch here today. And I was like, amazing. Well, nice. You know, so it was nice to see there was a big spectrum of people. You know, there was people with some fancy watches on their wrists. I did do a little bit of wrist spotting amongst all the speaking. Non-stop. But no, it was amazing. And it was also really cool to be able to share a little bit about the podcast to people that rocked up as well. It was really fun to be able to do that, and of course you guys would have by now if you at the back end of this episode you would have heard / seen all the interviews that we did with all these different people that came sat down. That was awesome.
It was amazing to see and talk to these people and go, I love to share their stories. I love to talk about that. And I think that's so nice because not everybody's comfortable doing that, but it was just nice to get a selection of a bunch of people amongst hundreds of people that turned up and
I think
hear what they have to say.
I think it was we broke a record, is my understanding. I'm just going to put it out there, but this is not verified yet. But we'll get it.
Unverified. We'll throw out some facts. Let's start a rumor.
Yeah, that's it. Unverified, but we broke the record. It's in Wandering Watch Fair in Perth. Broke the record for a single day of a watch event in Australia. So yeah, that's awesome.
Isn't it amazing? I was chatting to a lot of the guys that were there with, you know, from Time Retired, from WatchPoint, from all, you know, they were there actually to be there for the event, and they were all sort of just in amazement. They thought, wow, not only were people really keen, but so many people and so many real genuine people wanting to see stuff. And I guess it doesn't surprise me too much because we just don't have access to any of the watches that were shown today.
No.
Any at all. There was no, I could go down somewhere an hour or two from me and see it, but it's, no, I'd have to get on a plane to go see these watches.
Yeah, definitely. I think that drew people in, and it is crazy because saw people when people who went to the show post stuff in the local forums that we're part of, basically being like, "What? This was in Perth? We didn't know about this." And I'm just thinking, wow, like I mean, there was a bit advertising push, of course. There was a push from us promoting it, to myself promoting it to the various groups that I'm part of, just trying to get muster people there. But I mean, it was already packed house as it is. I think we're going to have to look at a bigger space next year, maybe.
Definitely. And with the success of it wouldn't surprise me if we start drawing in other brands and get some more things to see. So there's some new things. And I know WatchPoint especially is great because they always have new things sort of coming through as well. So it's not like you're seeing the same thing every time. And
the variety of brands that you're going to, that you see in WatchPoint is huge. And I mean, WatchPoint, of course, does have their vintage selection as well. So it'd be amazing. Maybe I might make it yeah, I might pitch that to Matt and say, hey, Matt, what about next year you bring all the vintage ones down too?
Bring some vintage with you, because that will draw people as well, and it's always different. That's what I said when I was last there. One of the best parts about WatchPoint, you go in, see the vintage, you can go a week later and there's going to be different watches there, and then a week later there's going to be different watches there, and it's it's such a nice thing to have that blend of different brands, but also something a bit unique and different in that sort of vintage realm, which is very cool.
Yeah, no, definitely. No, it was such a treat, and to be able to be part of that. And thanks again to the guys at Time and Tide, the guys at WatchPoint, the guys at Time Only, some of the brand representatives that were here as well. Feynman, and just
amazing to see them in person as well. And
lovely watches. Yeah,
and Jason, our local.
That's it.
Microbrand from Houtman Watches turned up, which is great. And showed off some of the things that he hasn't sold yet as well. It's some new releases coming soon, so it was a bit of a sneak peek to everybody.
It was nice to see the sneak peek. That's it. And also, Jason, the other Jason from Artisan Straps as well.
Yeah.
Just some amazing straps, and I may have purchased a strap from him, that a custom one that I'll be getting in the mail soon enough. So he didn't quite have the dimensions that I wanted, but I had to mark the occasion that day. Just buy something, get something nice.
I was so tempted by so many things, but I've got a goal at the moment, and I'm sticking to it. And it's hard to stick to it, but I'm standing strong.
It's hard.
It's been 15 days since I bought a watch, and I'm
But no, you're right. And I think this time around it was such a blur that I didn't really even get. I mean, I did get some time towards the back end of the day to when the crowds were, slowly dying down towards pretty much almost wrapping up time. And I walked around a bit and started looking at some of the watches myself, which was lovely. It was great to, like you said, like seeing. I mean, Awake, for example. It's
that was one of the standouts for me because I've always wanted to see them because I see pictures of them. They look so pretty, but to actually see one in person. Very nice. And it's only just been released out at Time and Tide as well. Like, I knew they were getting them, but for them to bring them along, and they'd only had them a few weeks or something. So that's so cool. And to see the new release, Vario
Versa Mechanical.
Mechanical, because I got to see the prototype of that last year when I was over there, but it was a very prototype.
Sure.
So to actually see it is, very cool.
It was.
That's on my wish list now. And also the collaboration between RZE and WatchPoint, the Australian UTC.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I think that's coming to me. I'm sure of it. I'm sure it will.
How cool is that? We're getting like Aussie collab specials, from brands. I think that's so cool. But I mean, some of the standout to me as well. I loved seeing Formex in the flesh.
Oh, yeah.
It was great. And of course, the new HZ01s with the stone dials as well, which are really, really cool. I mean, getting into stone dials plus titanium at such an affordable price point as well is, it's always cool. Stone dials are just nice.
And especially on something that's a bit unique and different as well. And It's not just put on there for the sake of it either. They really do suit those sort of designs.
Look good.
Yeah, and as you say, still super affordable. But
yeah.
That was
there's so many. I just couldn't believe. I mean, you had Orient there, you had Selten, you had Monbrey, you had, your Baltic, Christopher Ward. I'm just naming everything that I basically personally handled when I was there. The Feynman was cool. The
Feynman was very cool.
I
I like the watches.
I had one on my wrist. Actually, my wife picked one up and she said, "Well, this is really nice." And I was like, "Yeah." And if I had a look and, sort of, okay, well, maybe. So anyway, we're still kind of deciding maybe if we might get one, but it is beautiful.
Well, I heard your wife talk about it afterwards, and I'm surprised you don't have it now, to be honest.
Sometimes you just got to step away, walk back and really think and go, well, okay, well, we'll see how we go. But, and it was also so cool to see people walking away with new watches as well.
Oh, wasn't it? Yeah.
Obviously, in one of the clips, you would have seen the new, someone had a Studio Underdog collab with Time and Tide that they'd just purchased in the event. And they also, I think it was another purchase as well, a Feynman again.
I saw a couple of purchases of Feynman, which was really very cool.
It was so great to see. And
I saw Formex purchases, I saw HZ purchases, I saw RZE purchases. Yeah, it's really nice. And
Baltic, Christopher Ward, I'm pretty sure there's,
I know the Christopher Ward is a big draw card, I think, because so many people talk about it and think about it and see videos, but actually getting hands on with not just one, but you just happen to maybe see it at a Red Bar event or something, but to see the range and all the Loco and the Belcancos as well as all
New
the
Zealanders,
divers.
which is cool. Yeah. I was actually pleasantly surprised. I'm not going to lie, I wasn't quite stoked about the updates, but in the press or whatever, but actually seeing it live in person, I was like, yeah, okay, all right, I get it. It is nice. So, well, yeah.
The impression I had about the Loco, I thought, oh yeah, it's very clean and crisp, but it's not for me at all. But then got hands on with it and went, nah, bugger, I like this.
It is so dangerous.
It's very dangerous.
Something like this, and it is, like you said, it's very special for Perth because we don't have access to these brands. So people really did show up in Western Australia, and I don't think this is really a secret. Cat's out of the bag or anything like that. It's coming back again next year. It's just a matter of time.
I can only imagine the stories that are spreading at the moment from people that have gone and people going, "What? I didn't hear about that."
Yeah. So next year we're back. We'll be, and of course we'll have all the details again. And I think we'll probably do the same thing again. I think it was so much fun doing this. We'll make it happen again.
I think I'll be more prepared as well because I'm not sure if I knew even what to expect, so I sort of just turned up. I had a bit of an idea, had some few stories, but I think it'll be even better next year because a bit more prepared. There'll be more brands on board. There'll be a bigger room. I think more people will be aware of it coming, and
that's it. So it can only get better. Yeah, that's
absolutely. No, I'm looking forward to do it again, and it's also incentivized me to go out to other fairs around the world as well because this was actually the first watch fair I've ever been to.
Really?
Yeah.
I thought you went to one in...
I keep missing them. I go places and then they ask, "Oh, are you coming to this next week?" And it's like, "Oh, I'm flying out tomorrow." Damn.
Definitely. You should. Oh, well, maybe I'll have to make one, over Easter or something, over in Melbourne. We'll see. We'll make it happen. This format of this episode is very different to everything else that we've done so far in this podcast. We flipped it inside out. We had a wrist check when we were at the fair. We were going to do this sort of wrap up clip pretty much straight after the fair or, a day after, but both of us pretty much lost our voice. So
by about 10:30, I started going croaky. I was like, oh, this is not good. We've still got hours left. Thankfully, it sort of came back out of second wind, but
Oh, it was
definitely, it felt like I was in a smoky room or something. It was just
talking so much. So
you think I talk a lot when I go on these videos and things, but not that much.
But it was so much fun. It was so much fun to be able to talk to different people. But I thought, let's just wrap this one up with, I guess, a wrist check, and then we'll close this episode. What's on your wrists?
Well, I had to do a revamp because I had one arrive basically whilst I was away almost. It's a new release from Bear. It's their, what do they call it? It's a cream sort of Garter watch, and the name of it is the Atlas. I think it's called the Atlas. That's right. It's a 39mm. beautiful clasp on it, really nice feeling. And just to balance it out, I put my Erebus back on again with the brand new Vario leather strap, which I think is a lovely pairing. But I wanted to put it on because it was sort of like the two Garda watches, and the two Garda Microbrands, an Australian and an American. I think they're just a nice duo.
Very good. Very good. Well, I am wearing something out of this world, literally. So this is the Orphic Project Zero. Look, if you follow me on Instagram, which if you haven't already, why aren't you? You would have seen a photo of this. I don't think we've talked about this in the podcast yet. So this is the Special Projects Division of Selten. So Leo from Selten decided that he wanted to do something different. In fact, I think he's been talking about doing this for about maybe 3 years or so. And eventually he said, well, Selten's really got its own lane on how the design language is. It's quite, it's already set. I want to do something different. So he started this. I mean, this is a wandering hours complication. I mean, it did take me a little bit. I did wander a bit to figure out exactly how to read time.
How to tell the time?
Exactly. But honestly, once you figure it out, it's not that hard. But look, I won't go on too much about the actual complication itself. I want to talk about the watch and how it wears and how good the quality, the build quality is. I mean, you've handled it a couple of times now, haven't you?
And it's not what I expected. I saw a picture of it and I thought that looks very cool, but I didn't expect the quality of it. And it's unfortunate, it just doesn't translate on pictures and videos. And I know you can say, oh, this is fantastic. And this one is fantastic.
Yeah, exactly.
It really is.
And I think, I hate saying this, but, I'm not blowing smoke up or this is proverbial, you know what I'm trying to say. Look, it honestly...
James Webb?
Yeah, that's it. So this is exactly James Webb, which is the James Webb telescope. That's what this is inspired by. You can tell from the honeycomb design and everything else. It is a stunning watch, honestly.
It drew a lot of attention at the show because it was nice for everybody to see it.
That's right.
And how amazing that we were able to give so many people an opportunity to see a Kickstarter, a brand that's on a Kickstarter. When do you get to get hands-on as a Kickstarter is launched?
Never.
So that was amazing to be able to give people that opportunity and share our excitement about it.
Exactly, and I'm glad that I could show some people how to actually read the time on this thing and everything else. But honestly, I keep joking about it, but it's really not that hard. You got your hour disc, and then that's pointing towards a minute track on the top, and that's as simple as that. So right now it's saying it is 8:40, which I think it's pretty clear, roughly around there. Yeah,
you go. It's 8:38. So that's
8:38. Yeah, pretty good. Yeah, so that's what's on my wrist, and really been enjoying this. So thank you to Leo. Well, look, I think we'll probably wrap up in there. It's just been such an awesome episode. It's been so different. It's just been out of this world.
It's such a great experience. I'd really love to hear from everybody as well. So throw us a comment or Insta or send us a message. If you went to the show, if you wanted to go to the show, and it's amazing how many people said, "Hi, James." And it's like, "Oh, do I know you?" And they were like, "I watch your videos." And good. Sorry. I was a bit worried that maybe I didn't recognize you. So that was fantastic. That's not something that happens to me. And people come up to you, I listen to your podcast.
Yeah.
I thought
that was a bit
it's
mind-blowing
cool.
as well.
But it's just nice that there's people that are excited to share watches, which is why we do what we do. We're only doing it because we're excited to share, and this is just our outlet.
Exactly. Excited, passion. This is what we want to do. And I mean, that's it just made it all better. Like, I don't know, made it all that much better, having the people to be talking watches with. So, great. All right.
I think my wife's quite happy. Like, I've probably got my watch talk out of me for a couple of days. So she's got a couple of days rest.
It never stops.
It doesn't. No. It just gets worse.
Exactly. All right. Well, look, I guess we'll wrap it up there. So if there's nothing else, we'll leave it right there. Cheers.
Thanks, everybody. Thanks for coming. Thanks for listening.
Cheers.